Aries, today you might be in a generous mood. You always like to help other people out, and today you could be inspired to do a good deed. Maybe you have a friend who has been going through some rough times. They might need a good shoulder to cry on. Or they might need something more practical, such as some money or a place to stay. Be generous today and see what you can offer them. Taurus, sometimes you get too frenetic and busy. It's hard for you to slow down. But today you might want to make some quiet time for yourself. You need to stop the clock for a bit. Do some meditating and some deep breathing. Take time to access your spiritual side. You'll feel better if you can focus on what you are doing with your life. You'll soon have some great ideas about how to make positive changes. Gemini, today you could encounter a creative person. A business owner, an artist, or a writer might inspire you. Spend some time listening to their ideas and their views on life. You might find that their ways are appealing to you. You like to be imaginative and to challenge accepted norms. Maybe this person can act as a guide or a mentor to you on some new projects. Cancer, emotionally speaking, you are probably doing quite well today. You have extra self-confidence to draw on in tackling your projects. The one difficult aspect of the day probably has to do with some sort of mental challenge that, for some reason or another, just isn't making much sense. Don't continue to beat a dead horse. If things don't want to budge, let them sit for a while and tackle them later. Leo, your innovative side could take over today. It's hard for you not to be brilliant. Your mind is always coming up with creative ideas. But it can be difficult to channel these inspirations in a practical direction. Today you should share some of your thoughts with someone. You need help bringing your beautiful dreams into reality. Don't give up on them just because you can't come up with the right plan. A good friend could be the perfect assistant. Virgo, your creativity could come to your rescue today. You could find yourself in a situation where others turn to you for some answers. You might not have a lot of information, but you can make an informed guess. Trust your instinctive grasp of things. If you allow your mind to buzz with innovative ideas, you'll soon find that the perfect solution comes to light. Don't be afraid to pitch ideas that seem a bit wacky. Libra, you could come up with an exciting idea today. Your mind could be in overdrive and your brain could be buzzing with creative concepts. Maybe you will decide to launch a new website. You might have plans to create a new business for yourself. Or you could have some great ideas about how to expand an existing business. Marketing, promotion, and communication will be the themes for the day. Scorpio, you could feel a little at odds in your personal life today. It's not so much that anything bad is happening. It's more that you are suffering from some feelings of discontent with your life. You could be grumpy about not having as much money as you would like, or not living in the kind of house that you want. Try not to take all of this out on your romantic partner today, as they are your ally. Sagittarius, you have a clear speaking voice, and maybe a decent singer as well. Today you might want to express these talents more fully. You could be complimented on your voice and told that you would make a good performer. Whether or not you give this serious consideration, you might want to play around with the idea. It won't hurt to think about auditioning for a community theater production or joining your church choir to use those nice pipes. Capricorn, a strong desire to clean, redecorate and otherwise beautify your home could lead to excessive expenditure of your resources, both physical, financial and time-wise. Perhaps business contacts are planning a visit. However, it is important to remember not to dispense anything beyond the level of reasonability. Your guests aren't likely to notice everything you do, and you'll have the stress of tightening your belt to make up for it later. Aquarius, your intuition, imagination and insight has served you well on the job, and it should pay off soon. A raise, commission, or perhaps a chance to invest in the company may be offered to you. Your self-esteem will definitely receive a boost. You might also find that you are growing even more intuitive than usual, and people are looking up to you because of it. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. Pisces, today you could be surrounded by some inspirational people. You might have a stimulating discussion with someone who introduces you to some new ideas. Or you could end up exploring an exciting business concept with someone who is a bit of a visionary. Allow yourself to think in creative ways and dare to explore a larger view of reality. You might learn something that you can apply to your own life.